Okay, this is Friday, December 8th. This is the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. We're still in the first week of Advent. And the angel said to her, to Mary, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." Now, I know if an angel appeared to me, I'm going to be frightened because I've never seen an angel before. And in fact, everybody in the Bible that had an angel appear to them, they were all afraid. They were fearful, and the angel had to say, "Don't be afraid. I'm just an angel." But Mary's different. Mary's not afraid of the angel, and she's afraid of the message that the angel gave. And the message that the angel gave is that, "Hail Mary, you're full of grace." And so she was troubled by the words of the angel. So why was she troubled by the words of the angel? Well, the reason why is because the angel talked to her about grace. But to describe grace, the angel used the perfect passive participle. Now, I know this is a little technical, but a perfect passive participle is a gerund. It's a verbal adjective, which gives but it's a very specific part of speech in Greek. It doesn't exist in English. But what it means is that something in the past happened that affects the present. So that's what a perfect passive participle does. Let me explain how it works. So when Mary was first engaged to Joseph, she was found with child, and the first thing that Joseph, when he found out about it, that he wanted to divorce her. Then they had the child, but they had the child there wasn't in a nice home. There was no room in the inn, and they had the child in a place, in a location where there were barn animals. And then after that, shortly after that, the King Herod wanted to destroy the child, so he sends his brave army out to kill little kids. And so during the night, Joseph is asked to pick up the child and to take the child and the wife and to go into Egypt, where they had to spend an undetermined amount of time there. After that, the angel would appear again and tell him to go back to Nazareth. Then 12 years later, Mary and Joseph both lose Jesus for 3 days. How hard is that, to lose a child for 3 days and not know where they are? Then finally, before Jesus died on the cross, Mary had to stand before him, not able to do anything, and watch her son die the most torturous and horrible death of all. And you see that there's one trouble and difficulty, one right after the other. But what happens is that all of these events, all of these difficult moments are strung together to tell a very, very beautiful story. That's what grace is. Grace is the stringing together of difficult and hard times that tell a beautiful story precisely because God is with us. That's the definition of grace. So what we learn from this feast day is that, we have a lot of troubles and difficulties in life, but what God does with grace is he strings them together to tell a very, very beautiful story about our relationship with God. So enjoy this feast day, and know that that there's another gift that God gives us is grace. So use it to your advantage. Always use it to glorify God.